Thank you. Dr. Sikandar Kumar ji.
धन्यवाद सर। आपने दो महत्वपूर्ण बिल जो सदन में प्रस्तुत हुए हैं, मणिपुर गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स अमेंडमेंट बिल 2025 और मणिपुर एप्रोप्रिएशन बिल 2025, उन पर बोलने का अवसर दिया, उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत आभार। अध्यक्ष महोदय, ये जो दोनों बिल प्रस्तुत किए गए हैं माननीय वित्त मंत्री के द्वारा, इनमें जो प्रोविज़न किए गए हैं, मैं समझता हूं इन प्रोविज़न की वजह से जो मणिपुर का विकास है और आगे बढ़ेगा। अध्यक्ष महोदय, मोदी सरकार की पिछली 10 वर्ष की अगर आर्थिक नीतियां, वित्तीय प्रबंधन और आर्थिक नियोजन को हम देखें तो हम पाएंगे कि पिछले 10 वर्ष में भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था जो है वर्ल्ड जो इकोनॉमी है उसके साथ जो है वो आगे बढ़ रही है। महोदय, रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म और ट्रांसफॉर्म के संकल्प के साथ भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था कुछ क्षेत्रों में जो विश्व की बेहतर अर्थव्यवस्थाएं हैं उनके कंपटीशन में जहां आगे आ रही है और कुछ क्षेत्रों में वो बहुत ही जल्दी आगे आ जाएगी। जहां 2014 में हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था 11वें स्थान पर थी और वर्तमान में हम चौथी विश्व की सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बन गए हैं, और जैसा कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 2027 तक तीसरी सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनाने का संकल्प लिया है, और मैं पूरे दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि 2027 से पहले भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था तीसरे स्थान की अर्थव्यवस्था बन जाएगी। महोदय, 2021 और 24 के बीच में अगर हम भारत की विकास दर देखें तो 8% की दर से आगे बढ़ना ये बहुत बड़ी बात है और ये सामान्य बात नहीं है।
प्लीज
कोरोना महामारी,
प्लीज
वैश्विक विभिन्न चुनौतियों के बावजूद 2021 और 24 के बीच में 8% विकास दर के साथ आगे बढ़ना ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, और इसके लिए भी मैं वित्त मंत्री और आदरणीय मोदी जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। आज भारत ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट में जहां 15% की कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहा है, और एक IMF के आंकड़े के अनुसार 2028 तक भारत जो है वो अकेले 18% जो है ग्लोबल ग्रोथ रेट में कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा। उसके लिए भी मैं बहुत बहुत माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी को बधाई देना चाहता हूं। जहां देश की फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व जो एक समय ऐसा भी था कि हमें जो बड़े बड़े विश्व की फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन थे, वर्ल्ड बैंक था, IMF था, एशियन डेवलपमेंट बैंक था, तो भारत को लोन लेने के लिए मना करते थे, क्योंकि कारण एक था कि हमारे पास जो है वो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व नहीं थी। लेकिन आज मुझे बताते हुए हर्ष हो रहा है, जहां हमारी जो अर्थव्यवस्था चौथी विश्व की बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनी है, उसके साथ साथ जो है फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व भी पूरे विश्व में भारत चौथा ऐसा देश बन गया जिसके पास सबसे ज्यादा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, मणिपुर पे भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ।
नो क्रॉस टॉक प्लीज, नो क्रॉस टॉक, नो क्रॉस टॉक, नो क्रॉस टॉक, प्लीज कंटिन्यू। जहां तक मणिपुर के लिए जो एप्लीकेशन बिल लाया है, द मणिपुर एप्लीकेशन बिल इज कंसर्न द मणिपुर बजट नाउ being placed before this August House seeks to revise and build upon the Bhutan account with two key objectives, and that is number one, to provide enhanced physical support to the state and to bring greater transparency and realism in budget making. Further, an additional allocation of rupee 2,898 crores for Manipur from Government of India is being factored in this budget. Of this amount, rupee 1,667 crores would be spent under the capital head, and rupee 1,231 crores would be spent under the revenue head. It is aimed at addressing both immediate needs and the long-term financial sustainability of Manipur.
One second.
Thank you.
Honorable LOP wants to make a move. Honorable LOP.
पुलिस स्टेशन ले गए, ये शर्मनाक लोग।
धन्यवाद। आज आप सभी को मालूम है कि हम इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास
Please. You continue. Honorable LOP, continue.
हमने
Please.
इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास सभी पार्टियों के एमपीज, लोकसभा और राज्यसभा के हम मेमोरेंडम लेके जा रहे थे। हमको मेमोरेंडम लेके जाने के लिए भी उन्होंने
You see, it is not
हमको
on the
वहाँ
bill.
रोक दिया।
Honorable member, it is
और
not on the
रोक
bill.
कर
It cannot be allowed.
हम जो उनको मिलना
It is
चाहते
not
थे
on the bill. I'm
और
sorry, I'll have
किसी
to
को
move.
मिलने नहीं दिया और उन्होंने सीधा
It
हमको
is not on the bill. I'll have to move on. I'll have to move on back
यहाँ
to the
पर
stage.
इम्पोर्टेंट
I'll have to move on. It is not on the bill. It's not on the bill.
Sir,
Honorable Leader of the House.
sir,
I've taken your point, sir. I've taken your point, Honorable
आप
Member.
लोग हाउस चला
I've
रहे
taken your
थे।
point, Honorable
ये कंडम
LOX.
करते
the discussion
Honorable
is
Leader of
going
the
on.
The Honorable Leader of the House.
The discussion is going on Manipur bill, and I think anything beyond that should not be recorded and should not go on record.
All right, we'll continue. That should not go on record, which is not part of the bill. Dr. Sikandar Kumar ji.
Thank you, sir. The government presented the
I've
vote
already
on
provided
account
that number.
in respect of the Manipur budget.
Dr.
In March
Sikandar Kumar.
2025, the government had taken appropriation for 6 months, ending September 2025. The proclamation of emergency declared on 13th of February 2025 has since been extended by resources passed in both houses of parliament, which has
Please, let's maintain order in the House, please.
Budget.
Let's meet order in the House.
For
Honorable
the
members.
budget estimate in respect of
Let the honorable member speak. Let the honorable member speak. Please have order in the House, please. Honorable members, please have order in the House. Let's have order in the House. Honorable member.
21% lower than the vote on count figures that were presented by me in March 2025. This is an achievable target if we compare the 2024-25 pre-audit actual figures of
Let's have order in the House, please. Thank you.
471 crore. In the Manipur Application Bill 2025, revenue expenditure has been kept at rupee 19,496 crore, which is 26% over the pre-actual of 2024-25. This is inclusive of rupee 1,231 crore revenue expenditure.
Allowed him on the time.
As quote under the additional
I allowed him on the time.
allocation. Fiscal deficit is at 3.5% of GSDP
Allowed him.
compared to 3.4% during the vote on count budget and 3.7% in the pre-audit actual 2024-25. The government of India is clearly
Let's have
committed
order in the
to the
House,
overall
please.
development of Manipur
Let's have
and
order in
meeting
the
the aspiration of the people of Manipur. Sir, the Manipur Goods and Services Amendment Bill 2025, Manipur Cabinet issued the GST Amendment Ordinance 2025, 9 June lining state GST law with the Central GST Amendment Act and GST Council Resolution from 2024. Sir, ये जो दोनों बिल जो मणिपुर एप्लीकेशन बिल 25 एंड गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज मणिपुर अमेंडमेंट बिल 2025, इसका मैं समर्थन करता हूं और मैं सभी से भी अनुरोध करता हूं कि इसको जो है वो समर्थन करें और इसको जो है मैं इतनी बातों के साथ अपना बात समाप्त करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Point bid, the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the bill is returned. The Merchant Shipping Bill 2025, Sri Sarvanand Sonowal to move a motion for consideration of the Merchant Shipping Bill 2025.
Respected Deputy Chairman, sir, I am especially thankful to you for giving this opportunity. I rise to move that the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024 to consolidate and amend the law relating to merchant shipping to ensure compliance with India's obligation under the Maritime Treaties and international instruments to which India is a party, and also to ensure the development of Indian shipping and efficient maintenance of Indian mercantile marine in a manner best suited to serve the national interest, and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto as passed by Lok Sabha be taken into consideration.
Motion moved. Now I call upon
कि इसको जो है वो समर्थन करें और इसको जो है मैं इतनी बातों के साथ अपना बात समाप्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Point of order. Point of order. Please. The leader is making it tonight. Yes, please.
सभापति महोदय,
Rule number. Honorable member, rule number.
मैं इतना कहना चाहता
Rule
हूं
number.
कि सदन की कार्रवाई आपके निर्देशन पे चलती है। आप कार्रवाई में किस शब्द को अंकित करना है, किसका भाषण अंकित करना है, ये फैसला आपकी कुर्सी से होगा, आपकी चेयर से होगा। लीडर एलओपी
Honorable member, I have already given him the
तो
time.
कहा जा रहा है कि आप इसको कार्रवाई से निकाल दें।
Honorable member, I look into
कार्रवाई
it.
से निकाला नहीं जा सकता।
Honorable member, I have taken your point. I have taken your point. I have taken your point. Yes. Now, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji for her reply. No point of order required. I've already given. Honorable Minister, reply.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. And I thank all the members who've come here to participate in this debate. Manipur, its budget, its tax revenue raising, potential giving amendment to the bill of the GST are all very critical to the state of Manipur. A full year budget is what is being presented now. Earlier, we had come with a vote on account, but this is the full budget.
Honorable members, please don't come into the well. Please don't come into the well. Please continue.
And
Please continue.
therefore, it is important that the House takes this debate very seriously. Passing a budget is a constitutional responsibility for
Honorable
all of us.
members,
Equally, passing ordinance which was brought in because the House wasn't in session. Now I'm making it as a bill so that it becomes an act. Bills are absolutely critical constitutional responsibility for all of us. And therefore, I would want this discussion.
Please go back to your seats. Please, Mani Mantriji, please come.
So, taking up the Manipur budget bill,
माननीय मंत्री जी की बातें ही रिकॉर्ड पे जा रही हैं। प्लीज गो।
taking the GST, Manipur GST ordinance to be converted to an act, and also the budget are both very critical to the state of Manipur. And since I'm happy to see the opposition come back into the House, I would expect them to participate in this and allow the Manipur appropriation bill and allow the GST Manipur ordinance to be passed as a law, and respect that we have to have this constitutional duty performed. I would like the opposition, which has taken a lot of interest in Manipur otherwise, to take interest even now and allow Manipur to receive its money, which is its due. And therefore, I would appeal to the opposition to stop their protest at least now and deal with the constitutional responsibility that we have. So, therefore, on the GST Act, it is more looking at conversion of a ordinance into a bill, and therefore the bill is before us. We need to pass it to make it into an act, or else Manipur will not be able to raise revenue under the GST. Although all over the country, all states have passed this amendment, we are waiting for the ordinance to become a law. The other, sir, is the Manipur budget appropriation. It is a very important thing. I like to put it on record that Prime Minister Modi has ensured that Manipur's development does not suffer, but at the same time, the internally displaced people who are in the camps, some of them have gone back to their villages, many of them who are living in the camps should be given assistance, and that is why what we have provided for is worth mentioning. 2,898 crores for Manipur from Government of India is being factored in this budget. 2,898 crores. Of this amount, sir, 1,667 crores will be spent on capital account, which means assets will be created, jobs will be provided, and as a result, the state will have its economy revived. And 1,231 crores would be spent on revenue head. I would like to expand on this a bit. Additional allocation which is being given will support immediate requirements, such as the internally displaced persons rehabilitation will get 523 crores so that people in the camps can be rehabilitated. Second, security related expenditure will be 542 crores. Deployment of the CAPF, Central Armed Police Force, is another 500 crores. So I think it is very important that these are taken on board. More important is the fact that for long-term sustainability of Manipur's public finance, Government of India is allowing Manipur to prepay its high-interest loans. The loan burden on Manipur is being reduced by asking them to repay all those high-interest loans. For that, 633 crores is being provided, so that the state doesn't sit with heavy cost loans. Second is additional support is being provided through the state special assistance for capital investment, and that is 700 crores is being given. That 700 crores is for 50 years without interest. So Manipur's development will ramp up and speed up, and therefore this budget looks at these important matters. Sir, the revenue receipts are being kept at 21,439 crores. This is 21% lower than the vote on account figures because that was presented in March 2025. We have a realistic picture now. Above all, sir, the last that I'd like to say in conclusion is fiscal deficit is at 3.5% of GSDP compared to 3.4% during vote on account.
No point of order in disorder, please. No point of order in disorder.
3.7% in pre-audited actuals of 24-25. So total outstanding liabilities are budgeted to be 37% compared to the pre-audited 39.5% of the GSDP. It is one of the progressive and confidence-building budget. I wish the House can pass it. Thank you.
I shall now
Confidence-building budget. I wish the House can pass it. Thank you.
I shall now put the motion regarding consideration of the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025 to vote. The question is that the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025 as passed by Lok Sabha be taken to consideration. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. Please go back to your seats. आप सीट पर जाकर ही लोग हैं. Please go back to your seats. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the motion is adopted. We shall now take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. Clauses 2 to 38 stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Clauses 2 to 38 are adopted. माननीय सदस्य अपनी सीट पर जाइए, मैं आपकी हर बात सुनने को तैयार हूँ. पर आप सीट पर न होकर वेल में हैं और आप डिमांड कर रहे हैं पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर का. प्लीज नो. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. अपनी सीट पर जाकर कहें, अपनी सीट पर वेल से नहीं. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title are adopted. Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman to move that the bill be returned.
Sir, I rise to move that the bill be returned.
Motion moved that the bill be returned. The question is that the bill be returned. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. Please go back to your seats and tell no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the bill is returned. I shall now put the motion regarding consideration of the Manipur Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2025 to vote. The question is that the Manipur Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2025 as passed by Lok Sabha be taken to consideration. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Please, आप सीट पर जाकर नो कर सकते हैं, ये आपका अधिकार है. We shall now take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. Clauses 2 to 4 and the schedule stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Clause 2 to 4 and the schedule are adopted. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Clause 1, the enacting formula and the title are adopted. Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman to move that the bill be returned.
Sir, if you allow me just 1 minute. We've been hearing so many sympathetic and Manipur's version of things from the opposition and from the ruling benches. But when the actual budget and appropriation is being taken up, when the GST, Revenue Raising Act is being taken up, we find the opposition not just protesting on something else, but voting against Manipur's appropriation bill. Voting against it. I'm sorry to say this, and in that I'm saying, I rise to move that the bill be returned.
The question is that the bill be returned. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. Please go back to your seats. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The bill is returned. The Merchant Shipping Bill 2025, Sri Sarvanand Sonowal,
Be taken into consideration.
motion moved. Now I call upon the members whose names have been received for participation in the discussion. Sri Gola Babu Rao, please.
Thank you, sir. At the outset, I once again congratulate the government to introduce this merchant shipping
House
bill.
order में हो तो मैं बोलने के लिए कहूँ. No, please go back to your seats. Then only. नहीं, please go back to your seats. Please.
The Indian shipping
Please
industry,
बोले आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड पे.
Indian shipping industry plays a vital role in sustaining
आप
the
बेल में खड़े हैं, बेल से आप आवाज कर रहे हैं और माननीय एमपी की बात करने की बात है. Please, please.
7,517 kilometers.
माननीय गोला बाबू राव,
Can be
please.
broadly categorized into foreign going and home trade shipping with inland waterways also contributing significantly to the overall economy. Indian merchant marine fleet has 1526 vessels registered as on 31st December 2023 for the foreign going and coastal operations with a combined gross tonnage approximately.
सर आप सभी सीट पे चलेंगे, मैं बोलने का मौका दूंगा. Please,
Foreign going Indian
no.
merchant ships.
हाउस में ऑर्डर है, please. I am ready to give. But go back to your
Globally,
seats. Go back to your seats.
cargo to from international
Go back to your seats.
ports. The
First, go back to your
core the competencies of these vessels
Go back to your
include
seats.
the efficient cargo handling and management. The foreign going ships require skilled personnel to manage cargo efficiently and ensure timely delivery. The compliance with the international regulations. These vessels must adhere to international maritime laws and the conventions ensuring safe and secure operations. Skilled and trained crew. Foreign going ships require experienced and trained crew from members to navigate complex international routes. The foreign going Indian merchant ships contribute significantly to the country's foreign trade, generating revenue and promoting economic growth. The oceanic routes play an important role in the transport sector of India's economy. The approximately 95% of India's foreign trade by volume. No, I will the foreign trade by volume of 70% by value moves through ocean routes. as a 2022, India's foreign trade stood at 1230 billion with a growth rate 16.4% as of 31/23. The Indian home trade ships operate within the country's coastal waters, transporting cargo between domestic ports. The core competences of these vessels, the knowledge of Indian coastal routes and ports. Home trade ships require expertise in navigating India's complex coastal routes and ports. The efficient cargo trading and handling and management. These vessels must manage.
LOP. देखिए, आपको मुझे जो आप समय दे इसलिए मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं आपका, लेकिन मुझे आप क्लैरिफाई कर दीजिए। और यहाँ पर हमारे सदन के नेता भी यहाँ बैठे हैं, जब हाउस इज नॉट इन ऑर्डर और बिल पास हो रहे हैं और ये अब डेमोक्रेसी में ऐसा नहीं होता।
नहीं,
आप चर्चा करने के लिए हाउस इन ऑर्डर होना चाहिए, पास करने के लिए भी हाउस इन ऑर्डर होना चाहिए।
नेक्स्ट स्पीकर,
ये बहुत बड़ा धोखा
खान,
लोकतंत्र के लिए।
मुजमिल नॉट प्रेजेंट, प्लीज। लीडर ऑफ द हाउस।
सर, जैसा लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन ने कहा कि डेमोक्रेसी की रक्षा होनी चाहिए, बिल्कुल होनी चाहिए, लेकिन इस हाउस को बंधक भी नहीं बनाया जा सकता। वी कैनॉट मेक इट ए हॉस्टेज। आफ्टर ऑल बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमिटी में डिस्कस हुआ कि बिल्स विल बी पास्ड, एंड टुडे I am shocked. The role of opposition, those who were talking about Manipur for the last 2 years, when the bill was being passed, they were opposing it.
Now, Shri Sonewal ji to reply the discussion. Shri Sonewal ji. He is there. Sonewal ji, please reply. Please sit down.
Baburao ji,
please.
for his
Shanti बनाए रखें.
for his kind support.
No.
This bill.
Mr. Neeraj ji, please.
Respected sir,
Minister.
the Merchant Shipping Bill 2024.
No.
Landmark legislation aimed at modernizing India's maritime and fostering the development of the overseas.
लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन जिस विषय को उठा रहे वो विषय इस समय इररिलेवेंट है।
Reply.
Sir, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, in the last 11 years, our ministry, which has led to increased growth and development for the maritime and shipping sector, we are endeavoring to undertake reforms of other major laws governing the sector. It is also a matter of great pride that under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, India has emerged as one of the largest supplier of seafarers. So Merchant Shipping Act 1958 presently governs merchant shipping in India and implements certain International Maritime Organization convention. However, the present act is outdated, and since it doesn't provide for some of the critical obligations under international convention that have been adopted by India, the act is a bulky and fragmented legislation containing 561 sections. As a result of various amendments carried out from time to time, the act is no longer adequate to realize our developmental vision and address the contemporary challenges of maritime sector. Additionally, the 1958 Act prioritized regulation over enablement and as a result does not adequately represent the bankability of India as a maritime trade hub. Aligning the domestic law with international best practices and IMO convention leads to predictability in this transaction. Such alignment in turn enhances a country's bankability as a maritime jurisdiction. Therefore, enablement of increasing India's bankability in maritime sector is the core focus of this bill. Speaker, respected sir, the welfare and well-being of seafarers and the safety and security of ships, which minimize disruptions of the marine environment, are the two most prominent areas in the regulatory framework for maritime sector. The bill puts greater focus on ensuring safety in navigation and safety of life, protection of marine environment, emergency preparedness and response to marine incidents. Sir, with these words, I really extend my thankfulness to the MP who have expressed their particularly concern and also extended their support. With these few words, I request the House to pass this particular bill.
Thank you. Leader of the House.
सर, यहाँ जिस तरीके से विपक्ष के सदस्यों ने यहाँ पर जिस तरीके की गतिविधि की है, उसकी मैं घोर निंदा करता हूँ। वह निंदनीय है और आपके माध्यम से मैं हाउस को और हाउस के माध्यम से देश को ये स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूँ कि आदरणीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चलने वाली सरकार हर विषय के बारे में प्रजातांत्रिक तरीके से इस हाउस में और इस हाउस के माध्यम से देश के लिए चर्चा करने के लिए हमेशा तैयार रही है। ये मैं जब यह हाउस लगा था 21 जुलाई को, तो उस दिन भी मैंने कहा था कि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर पर और पहलगाम के विषय पर एक एक बारीकियों पर हमारी सरकार चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार है। और हमने चर्चा की और हमने देखा कि उस चर्चा में किस तरीके से विपक्ष जवाब देने में असमर्थ था और किस तरीके से सरकार ने सारी बातों को देश के सामने रखा। हमारी हमेशा प्रयास रही है कि हम प्रजातांत्रिक तरीके से इस हाउस को चलाने में पूरा सहयोग करें और साथ ही साथ महत्वपूर्ण विषयों पर चर्चा करें। आज मुझे दुख के साथ ऑन रिकॉर्ड लाना पड़ता है कि जो लोग मणिपुर के चैंपियन बने हुए थे, वो आज जब मणिपुर के बिल पर चर्चा हो रही थी तो उसमें ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन करना तो एक बात, उसके विरोध में वो अपना वोट डालने का काम किया। तीसरी बात, अभी इनका मतलब यह है कि इनकी सुनो नहीं तो ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन। दिस इज नॉट डेमोक्रेसी, दिस इज एनार्किज्म एंड दिस इज ऑब्स्ट्रक्शनिज्म। और इनको यह ध्यान में रहे कि हम इतने सक्षम हैं कि हम हर बात पर चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं, लेकिन ऑब्स्ट्रक्शनिज्म और एनार्किज्म ये हम नहीं बर्दाश्त करेंगे और हाउस को हम चलाएंगे।
थैंक यू। नेक्स्ट। Next, the readjustment of representation of scheduled tribes in assembly constituencies of the state of Goa Bill 2025. Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal to move the motion for consideration of the readjustment of representation of scheduled tribes in assembly constituency of the states of Goa Bill 205.
Honorable Chairperson, sir, with your kind permission, I move that the readjustment of the representation of the scheduled tribe in assembly constituency of the state of Goa, Bill 2025, may be taken into consideration. कुछ बोलना है मुझे?
आप बोलना चाहे तो बोल सकते हैं।
सभापति महोदय, ये बहुत लिमिटेड पर्पज के लिए मैं आज इस महान सदन के सामने खड़ा हूं। आर्टिकल 332 ये प्रोवाइड्स करता है कि अगर किसी राज्य में शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स की जनसंख्या है तो विधानसभा में उनकी सीटें निर्धारित की जा सकती है। गोवा में 2001 तक जो एसटी की जनसंख्या थी वो 566 ही रिकॉर्ड की गई थी, लेकिन 2003 में गोवा राज्य की अनुसूचित जनजातियों की सूची में 3 नए समुदाय कुणबी,
गावड़ा और वेलिप को शामिल करने हेतु संविधान अनुसूचित जातियां और जनजातियां आदेश संशोधन अधिनियम 2003 पारित किया गया। उसके पारित करने के बाद तो 2001 में जब जनगणना हुई तो गोवा राज्य की कुल जनसंख्या 14,58,545 में से जो हमारे एससी वर्ग है उसकी जनसंख्या तो 25,494, उसके लिए एक सीट निर्धारित है विधानसभा में। लेकिन एसटी वर्ग की जनसंख्या 1,49,275 अर्थात 1.5 लाख के आसपास होने के बावजूद भी एसटी समुदाय के लिए गोवा विधानसभा में एक भी सीट निर्धारित नहीं थी। तो ये विसंगति पैदा हो गई थी। इसके लिए मैं इस महान सदन के सम्मुख ये बिल लेकर आया हूं। मैं चाहता हूं कि चर्चा करके इस बिल को सर्वसम्मति से पास किया जाए। धन्यवाद।
मोशन मूव